Okay, OB, I guess we're live.
Of course, dude. Of course we're live, dude. I've been live for the last 20 years.
Have you though?
Nah,
Right.
the BIOS update fucks me over.
Yeah. Okay. I just gotta get the announcement and we can start. Okay. What's up? Welcome to the stream. Alright, so Obi, what should we start with?
Let's start off with the development of the bioluminescence and the initial idea.
Right. So we're thinking of making this guy a healer, right? So
Oh yeah, that was the initial idea. And no, why? People are already asking if this would be an aberrant variation, bro. It already has lights on it, bro.
yeah, I'm not quite sure how we would do a
Do that.
aberrant variant, because I mean they already have the biolume stuff going on. They'll spawn an aberration, yes, but I don't think they'll have like a variant.
And before anyone asks, is there gonna be radiation immunity for these things?
Probably not, maybe?
I don't see the purpose because what I don't know. I just don't see the purpose for it.
Yeah.
It's such a niche thing people want.
So the texture issue is not a Gigantophis issue, it's a arc issue. Most people resolve it by verifying their game.
So, could you repeat if this creature will be a free or a premium? I believe it was leaning towards the free side, right?
I'm not sure yet. It all kind of like depends on how much work goes into it and what I feel like it's deserving of in the end. So that's still kind of on the table. I'm not quite sure yet.
The inspiration for the Trail of Lights is somewhat inspired by Tron.
It's a little bit dark in here. So far I've got the tracking working. So you can track pearls, black pearls. You can track sea loot crates, which is kind of nice because they're kind of hard to find. Is the stream still good, Obi?
Yeah, man, it's so good.
Okay, because OBS did say it had some issues. Yeah. As far as crustaceans go, like Euryptids, you can use the bite on this guy um, to harvest and kill them.
Yeah, one of the inspirations here was that we realized that there's nothing other than like the Ichthyornis and like a few other creatures that really could handle the Euryptids and whatnot. Because the problem with the Euryptids is that they have a lot of torpor gathering. Like when they sting you, you get a lot of torpor and stuff, and they also stun you a bit. So we wanted something that could really combat that. And the Diplocalus, the organic scuba tank, came to mind.
Yeah.
And so if you didn't know, the Diplocalus can actually do bonus damage against trilobites and stuff. So it's actually really good for clearing them out and whatnot. So the inspiration came from that to turn this into more of a Black Pearl gatherer and stuff, and also be able to find out really rare deep sea loot crates and stuff.
Yep,
Uh,
exactly. And
and as a, you know,
yeah, so also another cool thing that I did with this guy, it's kind of minor, but when you get to the seabed, it actually corrects itself and its pitch so that you just don't like fly face first into the sand, which apparently normal art creatures don't do. Like with the Megalodon, it like, let me spawn in a Megalodon. So like with a Megalodon, you swim to the bottom and this is what happens. So on the Manta, I ended up fixing that so it will flatten itself out and not look stupid. And here's, yeah, that's what the bite looks like underneath. It's kind of like gobbles up stuff. The damage numbers are amplified when you use the bite against little crustaceans like Euryptids and trilobites. Dev kit's loading. It does a lot more damage to them and gets a nice little bonus on
yeah,
black
we
pearls.
yeah we really wanted to emphasis on the idea of this being used for Black Pearl gathering and stuff,
Yeah.
rather than just your typical combat mount. Because with this one, it's unique. We're actually trying to stay away from pure combat, pretty much.
Yep. Oh, and not to mention, you get a weight reduction on black pearls
Yeah, because
and
if you ever
other,
kill
other
like
pearls. Yeah,
yeah,
you get
because
weight
if you ever kill
reductions.
like a because if you ever kill a Tusoteuthis, the black pearls you can get are actually really heavy, and so it kind of defeats the purpose of actually getting black pearls in the first place because of their weight alone. Not to mention the difficulty itself. So this should make things a tad bit easier. But I remember we discussing it using black pearls to fuel its other abilities. I believe is that still in place or not yet?
I think so. At the moment, I'm thinking that I would make this manta, yeah, actually require pearls and angler gel or, any of the creatures or things that it tracks. It could eat their drops as food. So like this guy's not gonna be like a meat eater. It'll kind of be like a pearl angler gel eater, more or less. Like
Yeah,
if you feed
we,
it
we
meat and that's not
wanted
gonna give it food. Feed it pearls and it'll give it food.
yeah, we wanted to have it be a bit more unique because the standard method of just force feeding your creatures meat or whatever was we wanted something a little bit different here, and because its purpose of one of them is for pearl gathering and whatnot, so we just decided to just home in on that.
Exactly. What's up, Quest? And I might make it so that whenever you eat a crustacean, it'll also boost its food, because that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And a nice little touch is when you ride it, it gives you oxygen. So you don't need a scuba tank for this guy. And it gives you oxygen through its holes here on its face. Kind of hard to see underwater, but and another little touch is it can actually launch itself out of the water and crawl on land. You can even jump on land too. Yeah, I took some inspiration from a lot of different types of rays when making this thing. So it's not exactly a specific type. It's kind of just like I guess a hybrid or monstrosity of its own. Another cool thing is the collision's actually correct on this guy. A lot of creatures in the game don't have proper collisions, but this guy's got some pretty good collision on him. The bioluminescence is also a color region, for those who didn't know. Yeah, this is what I'm thinking is the final size. It's going to be a larger ray, for sure. But it kind of needed to be this size to, like, actually be a.
Spawn in the regular ray. If you need a spawn code, I can get that.
I think I got it. Obviously, they die immediately on land, but that's roughly the comparison. Pretty big difference, but they needed to be this big in order to, like, actually eat crustaceans. So that the crustaceans were small enough to actually, like, realistically fit in its mouth.
I remember initially we took a gander at the animations of the ray itself, and they were just appalling.
Yeah, the animations for the regular manta in the game are not that great. And the turn radius is insane. Taming method we're still not sure about, but still trying to brainstorm what that would be. Tail stabs and the bite, and then we got the barrel roll. Let's bring the light back up.
And your OBS keeps disconnecting.
Does it?
Yeah,
That's unfortunate. I guess it'll be
it
kind of a quick.
reconnected.
It'll be a kind of a quicker stream today. but it's got omnidirectional stabs. We're thinking about doing some sort of imbue with its tail, so you can put substances on its tail for extra status effects when you hit something. For instance, maybe narcotics.
Uh, yeah, it's somewhere on the Google Doc as to what all it could do.
Yeah.
I have to pull it up actually to read off as to what I think it should do.
And the AI on these guys so far is pretty good. They actually are pretty consistent with attacking you, but they will be neutral by default.
So what I have here is that the idea is it would bury itself in the sand or whatever, right? And then it would have the ability to switch out its damage types for torpor inducing, armor piercing, a bleeding, or a stamina drain. That'd be the ideas there.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so let's go just punch this guy, and now he's gonna go crazy. Get out of. Okay, there we go. Obviously, there's no sounds yet, but he's pretty consistent. Like he really will get you.
I guess you could say it like that. Uh, if you want me to repeat the damage types again, just say so in chat and I'll repeat them for you if you want. I'll just put that in there, in the chat there.
Yeah, seeing that giant stinger come at you is pretty insane. But yeah, if you don't mess with them, they won't mess with you. They're pretty chill unless you like punch them. I am thinking about giving its stab a bleed effect though for sure.
That was one of the damage types it could do if you
Yeah.
decide to switch things out. But by default, I love it for it to be an AP. Like it does increase damage to armor and shields by default.
Oh, and when it's at the surface as well, it won't turn on its side, so it doesn't look goofy. It'll just kind of surface like that. So we actually changed the name of this to Hydro. Yeah, Hydro. Yeah, you got it, Hydrovanta. Well, so alongside this guy, we've got. I'm helping develop a badger. That the badger's not my own creature. I'm just doing the coding for it, but I guess I could consider that as one of the creatures I'm doing. So we got this and the badger, which I'm kind of doing alongside each other. And then after that, we've got the hybrid Quetzal, which
The super,
yep, the
which
super.
is going to be very exciting. as that was the one the hybrid vote. So that's my creation.
Yep, and then after that one, it will be a mythological creature, which I haven't revealed as to what the creature's gonna be, but when we get to that, it'll be revealed.
Someone asked if you'll be able to change its damage types in the wild.
Um, Maybe. We're not quite sure how it's gonna change damage types, like if it needs stuff to imbue its tail, or if it can just
I,
switch on a whim. We're thinking that one of them, though, might be a direct heal, potentially. So we're thinking that bioluminescence will have healing properties associated with it. So maybe it can rub its tail spine against itself to imbue it with bioluminescence, and then inject said bioluminescence when it hits a tame
yeah, think of it like a
to heal.
hypodermic needle.
Yeah, something like that. Not sure if that's gonna actually happen, but maybe.
Um,
Definitely want to do some healing properties with this guy, like maybe a Biolume Cloud. Burying in the sand is another thing that I want to give this guy the ability to do.
yeah, I put it on the Google Doc and stuff, and that's how we'll be able to switch out its damage types. Because the idea is, with the sandberry move that you'll be able to do behind the sand, it's going to act as a reset, and then it will also act as a way for you to change your damage types because of said reset. So everything goes back to zero, and you're able to recover and do what you need to do next. That's the plan for it. So I don't want players and whatnot, especially in PvP, to just change their stuff on the go. So this means they're going to have to retreat from the fight and reset everything back to neutral instead of continuing the fight and just overall just having overwhelming pressure with a creature that's not meant for it and or was designed for it. So we're sticking with that support feature.
Yeah, this is largely a utility support creature. You
And
can
not
kind of go in there and try and be the hero and kill stuff. Maybe you have like a super mutated one with crazy stats, but it's not really going to be aimed at being a combat mount. While it can hold its own with its stinger, it's going to be quite a squishy creature because its skin is quite soft.
because I hate nothing more than just I absolutely hate rushdown tactics. I really do because it really takes a lot of the fun out of the game itself, especially in PvP and stuff. So, and for a creature to be support, there has to be limitations as to what it can do. And just from the stream alone and whatnot, and what has been revealed, it can already do quite a bit. So there has to be some sort of limitations and stuff into place to where it doesn't jump outside of its designated role as being a support creature.
Exactly. Okay, so I'm gonna see how they do burying with the Prolovia, and then I'm gonna see if I can make the system a bit better, and then make it for Hydrovanta.
Someone asks if there be any special interactions with the Archmantas. I myself don't really think so.
Well,
Other
for
than,
for one, wild mantas are not gonna attack you. That's one thing.
oh, that's what they meant.
That could be interesting. Some sort of thing with sharks.
That's another tally for shark then.
Alright, let's see if we can get a burying animation going.
The badger is. I'm trying to find him real quick. For those that are wondering about the badger itself, it's done by Helianthius, and he has recruited a small team to do various things. And I believe Moro is doing the coding, right?
Yep, indeed. Doing a coding for the badger. Okay, so what are we thinking for a burying animation?
It'll dig itself into the sand, create a cloud of sediment, and that sediment falls down, maybe.
Hmm. Gotcha. Yeah, let's do something like that.
And maybe two glowing eyes stick out or something out of the ground or something. That'd be pretty ominous, huh?
Yeah, that would be interesting. So, alright,
But as a bonus, you'll get the camouflage debuff, which makes it to where aggressive creatures and stuff will actually de-aggro and turn back to passive or neutral or whatever.
thinking kind of a quick little like side to side um, motion like this. And we'll make that loop. Okay, so we'll probably just do this, but a little bit faster. Yeah, that's probably what we'll do. And then we'll probably have some flapping going on. Hey, Grim Reaper. Alright. I think the tail needs a little bit more wiggle. Okay, I think we can just... Okay, I think this looks kind of nice. Maybe right in the center we can do a little kick up.
Yeah, yeah.
So it'll kind of dig its little wings in there, and then throw up, and then go back to normal. For a little bit of automatic weights on there. And then I'll paste flipped 120 for a little variation there. In the loop, make this cyclic.
Someone asks if the Hydrovanta will spawn in the sand or out of it.
Oh, it'll spawn out of it.
I mean, I was about to say that's kind of counterintuitive for it to spawn in it.
Now we got them kind of just burying in the sand. Maybe we'll even have his nose dive in when he does this. Normal. Automatic. Probably gonna end the stream at 6 o'clock, so that's in 45 minutes. But I think we got our little sand berry. Now just gotta bake it. Berry. Check off. Wiggle. And export. Okay, so for some reason it did not export the proper length of the animation. That's strange. I don't know why it's doing that. Oh, it's because it's calling it scale action for some reason. There we go. It should probably work now. I'm thinking probably I don't know. What do you think it would be? Should it spawn shallow or deep? Because
Deep, because bioluminescence.
bio would be pretty
Deep,
deep,
deep.
yeah.
Like have it spawn way down there.
Gonna have to get some sand particles going for this. Does Fasola have any sand particles going for it? I don't think it does it? So now let's bring this back in. Oh, that's not right. There we go. That should fix it. OB, look at this.
What the? Yo. Oh my god. What happened?
That was just a setting I forgot to check.
You forgot to do more than that.
Yeah. It's crazy that one checkbox will turn it into that.
Crazy what cartilage does to a motherfucker. That's what happens when you don't have bones, bro.
Something like that. Okay. Now, gotta make a attack for it. Actually, yeah, we'll do an attack for it. Okay. Just gonna see how Perlovia does its digging. See if it's a good system and if I should do the same thing.
Okay, stop spamming the DT back emote. Thank you.
Okay. Let's bury you. Now what do you look like under the map? You're just gone. Okay. So how the burying works is it literally deletes the mesh.
Damn, okay. They were kind of lazy then.
It's kind of funny. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I'll just do an idle animation. Do one frame. Won't even have any animation really on it. Hydrovanta is a made up name. It stands for water. The hydro in the name stands for water. Vanta was just kind of thrown in there because it sounds like manta. So, Hydrovanta. Yeah, the purple biome is probably my favorite. Hmm. Might have to do some sort of collision.
Yo.
There's a live stream going on.
Yep.
That's about to end in like 10 minutes or so.
Yep.
Yep.
Oop.
All right.
Okay. So we got the digging and the burying working a little bit. At least the base
So BCS,
mechanics of it.
you want to see what I have edited so far for the Gmod edit?
Gmod edit, what?
Yo, I think you got to see it too. It's so funny.
No, I mean, I don't have to.
I still have 2 clips I haven't edited too. I got like 12 minutes of footage where I'm being
That's cool,
oppressed.
man.
I'm being oppressed as a black man in a prison.
Excuse me?
Basically, racist cops. I'm being beaten in the prison by
Yo,
they're beating me up in the prison.
yeah. Where are those coming from, bro? What childhood trauma have you had?
Bro, you don't know what I went through in that game. I was in there for how many years? 30? A bajillion?
So yeah, each minute is a year in Gmod time, jail time for that server.
Alright, so at least it was a 16-year sentence. And then I got put again in the penitentiary.
They did not like him.
No.
Let's see, what can I do to make it so it doesn't fall through the world? Oh, okay. Hmm.
I can't stop watching this, bro. It's so funny.
Very. If I disable root motion, then what?
Watching you?
Yeah. She wants her
Sitting
food.
there in the dark.
Yeah.
Turn the light on and she's
Oh, somebody's telling him he's sitting in the dark.
Okay. Yeah, I think Obesius will like this video. Maybe he won't. Can't stop watching this shit, bro. It's so funny.
Okay, so now we got the burying mostly like, you know, finalized. Just need particle effects, obviously. Is Obesius still there, or is he AFK?
Oh, he's probably here, but he's just muted.
Mhm.
He's on Way of the Hunter, or he was. Yeah, maybe he's not here.
Okay. Needs some more work underwater. Interesting. Alright. Alright, guys. That's going to be the end of the stream. Just kind of wanted to do a little short one today. But thanks for watching, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace.
See ya.